not good.
Alright, this is supposed to be a fun video where we got some cool B-roll shots of the car, ripped around, and then I was going to talk about it like I did with my Cadillac and all, with an in-car video. But as you can see from the beginning of the video, that's not going to happen because it blew up while we were filming some of the B-roll shots. So basically what happened in the video was I actually lost the cluster in the car. So I had no temp gauge, no speedometer, no tach, nothing. So yeah, that just happened when we were fucking doing that. So we'll probably try to get like, maybe like one more shot.
That's cool.
In West Effort, and then I want to get it home because now I don't know if it's gonna overheat or anything. I won't know the temperature.
Right.
I've never had a problem with the car overheating before. You know, we're driving around, getting to a couple different spots to shoot some clips. I noticed my cluster's dead. I'm like, oh, I don't really have a temp gauge, but it's not really giving me issues. It was a cool night out. I wasn't going too crazy. But the big issue is towards the end of the night, you know, we're kind of all hanging around.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
Car was idling a long time. Basically, we get to we're like, oh, we're gonna shoot this last clip and then we're gonna head home. Car's idling again, driving real slow behind my friend's Jeep while Angelo was trying to get some clips. And I guess it had completely overheated by that point. And as you saw in the video, I'm driving and it's just, I hear the pop, steam everywhere. I knew that was gonna happen with it idling like that. Yeah, I don't think it blew the head gasket, but BMW. Fuck. I kept checking my rear view to see if it was coming out of my exhaust too, because I mean, really didn't want to be blowing a head gasket, but luckily it just seems to be the overflow tank, which I'm assuming caused by water pump issues, thermostat issues, whatever, but all that's gonna get changed. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I blew the expansion tank apart when it overheated. Might be hard for you guys to see, but it looks like there's broken plastic in it. But I'm gonna put some water in it and see if it's just gonna pour right out. So yeah, you guys can probably hear that. But all that water's pouring out of the bottom of the expansion tank. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it's safe to say we blew the expansion tank apart. Ugh. I don't even know if this shit's registered or insured, bro. I'm trying to think, who drives a tow truck around here? 5 miles.
Maybe.
It's a 95. It's like lowered a little bit, but it's not like I got it.
That shit was lower. He heard M3. He's like, bro, that shit.
Okay, alright. Never mind then. I don't think it would survive a wrecker. Low key, like, why would you call it JDM towing if you can't tow a lowered car? Whatever, dude. Slap it in the pictures.
This could be a commercial for him if it goes well.
Yeah, you get the shout out. 710 subscribers. Alright, cool. Sorry, so. That fucking blows, dude. So yeah, clearly the car is out of commission for now, and it's just time to start putting parts on it and starting the build. So starting from the front, this is just stuff that I noticed on the drives, like the miles that I put on it over the summer. Obviously it needs a full cooling system overhaul. We're probably gonna tap in with our dudes at FCP Euro or a company like that. Maybe upgrade the rad to a CSF or something, get some cooling stuff in the front, just some cool like bumper. I think Kinematic Speed sells one, but yeah, we're gonna do that. Probably do coil packs because I did the plugs and all, valve cover gasket, but I'll do the coil packs too. Possibly a Vanos rebuild, although I haven't really realized any issues with it. But I mean, if I have everything apart, I might as well do the Vanos system too. Make sure everything's all fresh and new, put some cool AN lines on it. Gonna do a strut bar, also like kinda on the front end. We're gonna do a full front end on it. I mean, I might even go as far as doing a rack and pinion on it. I have like a vibration when I'm driving in a straight line. When I load it up to turn, it gets a little bit better, but I mean, it needs control arms, tie rods, everything. So probably do like a whole front end. So the whole front end will be apart. and all fresh stuff. We're gonna do a splitter on the front. I've also been playing around with the idea of doing a more aggressive wheel setup. I do have an LTW wing ready to go on it, and like when I had it sat on there to mock it up, it looked a little bit too like mellow with how big the wing is. So we might be doing something with the wheels. I need some other dumb maintenance stuff, like my intake elbow is cracking out, power steer, or the alternator cooling duct is broken. I just want to have everything fresh under the hood, clean some stuff up, maybe delete some dumb stuff. Might try to grab a set of headers for it. I haven't really decided. You don't really pick up much power on these cars with headers, but these do have cast headers, and the S52 has tubular headers. So maybe I'll throw some headers on it. Hopefully I can mate them up to Johnny's exhaust. If not, I might have to stop over there for some exhaust work. Other than that, you can't really make, I don't know, you can make power, but I want an NA. I want it pretty close to stock. I don't want to be breaking engine stuff. Maybe like some power pulleys, get rid of some of this eyesore stuff. It'll probably stay pretty close to this forever. Maybe I'll get a valve cover or a beauty cover for the valve cover, but that really doesn't bother me all that much. I'd like to do the oil cooler setup from the Euro cars, and I know the CSF radiators have the bungs to put the oil cooler on, so maybe we'll do something like that. I don't know, we'll see how crazy we get with it. And we'll definitely be getting a tow hook for this, because I used the factory one and it was not fun. It wasn't really big enough to put a strap through. I mean, I'm glad it was there. It did help us when we needed it, but yeah, definitely getting a bigger tow hook. I got a good downhill right here, so hopefully we can coast back to Jacobtown in neutral. This thing's gonna fucking fly around me. Yeah, we're kind of cruising, bro.
I love lemons.
Yeah, I mean, this is the reality of it right here. But we're kind of moving, boys. We're kind of fucking cooking here.
Okay. So.
What he said?
He doesn't want to do it with the Ranger, so, or he doesn't have a tow hitch on it.
What about the Jeep?
He wants to do it with the Jeep. Come on. Figure I can solve it first, because this is not mine.
Yeah.
Rolling through it. We're good. You want to go past your driveway or before it?
Do like that. All right.
So yeah, for the brake setup, we're gonna keep it pretty chill. I'm not gonna do a big brake kit or anything. I'm just gonna do rotors, pads all around, some stainless lines. Should just help with pedal feel a little bit and be a little bit safer. I mean, I was driving it like kind of hard the other day, and the brakes are, you know, they feel all right, but I have no idea the last time anything in the brake system was changed. So definitely gonna get a fresh set of pads and rotors on this, along with some stainless lines. Probably put some .4 in it and forget about it. I don't think I'll ever drive this car hard enough to outdo the brakes. Another rough spot of this car, in my opinion, has always been the interior. So yeah, I got the hard motorsports pedals. Saw that in a video. I got an RD and a cheap little quick release. This whole interior just needs to be gone through. Still don't have window motors in it, but I think I'm gonna order up motors and regulators and just do the whole thing. Get some aluminum door cards in it. I'll probably do some buckets, the half cage, and we'll definitely be over at Johnny's house to do the half cage, because Kinematic Speed, I've been trying to order a half cage from them for like probably the better part of 6 months, and it doesn't seem like they ever come in stock. They told me they were going to come in stock, but they didn't. So I probably go with like an auto power and just have him weld an X bar in the back. Buckets, harnesses, shifter, probably like a CAE or a Cooler Works one, something cool. And then yeah, the big thing is I'm gonna get this cluster out. I've been talking to a guy who owns a company, I think he's out of California, that rebuilds these clusters. I want to do something cool with that, but I'll wait till it's done to show you guys. Yeah, I just wanted to be like a little bit more of a like track focused interior. I mean, it's really just for looks. I don't think this car will ever see a track. Maybe, I'm not sure, maybe an autocross or something in the future. But yeah, so that also brings to the point where like I have two pretty nice Vaders here. They don't really have any rips in them, so if anybody watching wants a set of black Vaders, I'll probably sell them for below market, since I know people are asking crazy money for Vaders nowadays. So yeah, I have two manual black Vaders that'll probably be up for sale sometime this winter, but that's pretty much the plan for the interior. So as far as the rear of the car goes, you guys saw in the last one, I got my wing in, so definitely gonna throw the wing on, get all that paint match. I don't know if I'm gonna go with the diffuser or not. I can't tell if I really like how they look. I mean, the fancy wides are a little bit like chintzy, stance car type diffuser. I mean, I'm not sure, I gotta keep looking around. I also am comprehending going back to amber taillight. I really like to look at ambers up front. Ford just passed, sorry TJ. But yeah, I really like to look at the ambers up front. Might go back to the ambers here. Trunk should have some like cool bracing parts in it soon. Gotta do a battery tie down because it's still not done somehow. And yeah, I don't know if we're gonna wind up taking the carpet out or not. I haven't really decided if that's a thing that needs to be done. But underneath the car will be completely new. I'm gonna do the whole subframe kit. I'll probably do like solid bushings. John will come over and weld in the reinforcements. Probably do all new trailing arms, control arms, wheel bearings, brakes, the whole nine. This car actually doesn't really have any telltale signs of like the rear end failures that we're always seeing out of E36s. But I'd rather do it now. It's really not expensive. It's just like some labor, but that's all good. We got a long winter coming up. As you can tell, it's already getting dark out and it's only 5 o'clock right now. So yeah, the rear end, a couple new changes coming to that. I'm pretty excited about doing it. The E36 platform is a pretty well covered platform on the internet, but I mean, some of the videos don't show everything, so I'm gonna really try to get into the nitty gritty of it, see some longer videos come out of this for some more technical stuff. But yeah, it's pretty much it for the rear end that I can remember off the bat. A lot of the stuff we're gonna do to this car is gonna wind up being like mainly cosmetic, to be honest. Like I said, it's not probably gonna go on a track. If I'm gonna go on a track, I'm probably gonna buy something like a Honda Fit, something cheaper and easier to deal with. I never did anything about any of these little rust spots that the car had that you guys probably saw in the first video if you've been around for that long. So my friend Nick's actually gonna come and hopefully we can figure some of this stuff out and maybe clean it up a little bit. I got a rust spot there. Little spot on the trunk above the keyhole. And then a little spot on the quarter panel right here, but it's nothing crazy. But get some trim. I got the trim clips already. I got all that stuff in the garage. It's just I have some beat pieces of trim that I'm not sure if I should just replace the whole piece of trim or try to paint it, but I feel like it never comes out right if you paint it. So I might just be replacing the whole entire trim. Of course, along with all the other stuff that's gonna get paint matched. My fog deletes will get paint matched. And I'm debating running brake coolers through those ducts. It's a little bit overkill, I know, but I do like the way it looks, but we'll see. I gotta bang this done out. Maybe Nick will help me with that. Something just fell on the hood at one point, and then actually it definitely fell on the hood because the whole hood's all messed up. So I don't know if I'll fix that. I don't really mind that much. But this is kind of an eyesore right here. Surprisingly enough, I have some cool stuff for the hood itself. I'll do some arrow catch latches and maybe do some vents, like some side vents or something. I don't know. I mean, now that I am running into the E36 overheating gremlins, maybe I'll do everything I can to try to keep it as cool as possible. I'm pretty sure this strictly occurred because of the water pump and also not having a cluster. Also, when the setup's done, if I'm still with these wheels, I'll put a real set of tires on it. The Rikens, not sure how they are, and I haven't driven it hard enough to find their limit, but I'd really rather not find their limit. So we'll probably throw a set of like Falcon, some RT660s or some Pilot Sports on there. Some a little bit more summer oriented. These are fine for now, but if we get a new wheel setup, that'll be awesome. If not, I'll just get a bigger tire setup, a little bit nicer tire setup too. I'd really like to do the NACA ducts or some kind of cool quarter window to go along with this. And then after we're done all the repair stuff and all the body stuff and all that, we're finally gonna wash it. It's legitimately been nearly 3 years since I bought this car and it has not touched soap once. And I'm thinking hopefully maybe we can get like Friel down here, somebody that likes detailing or something. We could do a video maybe for the whole thing right before like we drop like the completed video. I promise you I will wash it eventually. It's not gonna sit like this forever. And like I've been saying forever, it's gonna be like more of like a ring tool type look with the fat tire setup, LTW kit. I'm just really excited to see it when it's all done. Overall, this car, for what I have into it, it still has not given me many this is really the first issue it's given me. E36 M3, in my opinion, like even after I just put a little bit of miles on it the other night when it broke, it's such a well-driving car. It's not really like fast enough to get in trouble with. Like we weren't even like flying or anything, but it's just, it drives well, it turns well. You know, it accelerates plenty enough for me. I mean, it's not as fast as my Cadillac in any means, but it's still, it gets out of its own way. But yeah, I mean, I've had the car for so long. I'm super excited to dig into it now, and especially bring you guys along with the whole build. It should be really fun. So like I said, I mean, it's supposed to be like a way more fun video. I mean, the beginning of the video I'm sure will be awesome, but it's supposed to be a lot more driving and a lot more cinematic clip. I don't know what to do. It blew up on the side of the road, which is fine. I mean, like I said, it was going under the knife anyway, but I would have really enjoyed a full-length video. You guys know how it goes with this stuff. It just breaks. So yeah, so coming up, I mean, I've been transferring some tools around. I mean, I've been moving some tools around. I mean, I'm probably gonna get a bigger box back here. That one's going to work. Clean up, make some benches in here like I said in the last video, but I'm sounding like a broken record with that stuff, but this weekend should be pretty cool. I'm gonna run over and grab some tools and stuff and make sure we're ready to really dig into this car. I got parts here already for it, so it shouldn't be an issue. And then a strange update is I actually found somebody local to me that had a 24 valve ECM off of Cummins. And I'm hoping I can pick that up and maybe throw that in and see if we can get that thing fired up and get stuff rolling with that. I mean, so far behind on that, it's gonna need a whole entire new video just to let everybody know what's going on. Yeah, it's my E36 M3. Super excited to build it with you guys, for you guys to tag along on the journey with it. Before we wrap this up, I just wanna say, give a shout out to Angelo, Luke, and Jacob. Angelo for filming, and then Luke and Jacob helped me tow it to a spot where I could get it. Big shout out to my friend Will. He's the one that got it home on a trailer. Quick and easy. No big deal. Make sure you're staying tuned to the channel, click and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Any final words?
Just a piece of shit.